If you had to take a test, do you think you would do better or worse if prior to the test, you already had the questions you were going to be asked? Probably better, right? Well, that's exactly what we're gonna do in today's video. I'm going to give you 3 questions you will absolutely be asked when you interview with Tesla for an entry-level or internship position. Let's go. Hey everybody, my name is Ben White with Ben Talks Talent. I've got 11 years experience in interviewing, hiring, talent acquisition, recruitment, team building, and I am passionate about using my experience to help you land your next job, make you the best candidate possible, and maximize every single opportunity from a financial perspective. In today's video, I'm going to give you the cheat code to the test. I am going to give you the answers, the questions, how to answer the questions when it comes to your Tesla interview. But before I do that, do me a favor. If you haven't already, take 3 seconds, subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit that notification bell. I make about 2 to 4 videos every single week. They are all free and they are all aimed at helping you succeed in your next interview and maximize your career. Now, let me give you a little bit of a backstory. I made a full video on how to interview and land a job at Tesla, and it was robust. It is full, it is long, and if you want to check out that video, and you absolutely should, as soon as this one's done, I'll link it right here. It should fly across the top here for you to go look. Go watch that video when it's done. But one of the interesting things that happened is upon doing that, several people have reached out to me. People have reached out to me and they've interviewed with Tesla and they said, Ben, thank you. You were right. I did get these questions. So I'm going to talk about 3 questions in particular that I know you absolutely will get. And if you answer them, it's going to make a huge difference. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get into the questions. Now, the first question you are absolutely going to get when you are interviewing for an entry-level position or an internship or basically any role at Tesla is, why do you want to work at Tesla? These are passionate people. These are mission-driven people. And if you don't have a good answer here, you are not going to get the job. So how do you answer it? Here's what I would say. I would say that you want to talk mission, right? If you go to their website, their mission is a driver for them. So you want to talk a mission, you want to talk about culture, but basically what I would say is you want to be teaming with capable people to solve big world problems. That is what Tesla's about. So when they ask you, why do you want to work at Tesla? Talk about how you believe in the mission and you want to work on exciting teams to solve big problems. That needs to be like the summary of it. You can add in your own flavor, add in how you're qualified, add in how you really like cars, add in how you're interested in the technology. All that's important. But remember, if some of your answer isn't mission related and solving problems, you are missing the core of any Elon Musk company. The next question, and this is really interesting because one of the people who interviewed for an internship said, hey Ben, they asked me this question, and that's, what challenges have you had to overcome? That is so critical. That's critical for SpaceX, it's critical for the Boring Company, it's critical for Tesla, because they are all about solving problems and they want to hear about that. So when you say, what challenges have you overcome? Those are problems. There's a specific Elon quote, and I'm not going to quote it exactly, but the gist of it is, anybody who has solved a complex problem remembers exactly how they did it because it was challenging. So when you're doing this, you need to present to them a complex problem that you overcame. If they said, give me something you overcome or you've overcame in your past, and you give them something basic, something that isn't exciting, they're probably gonna look at that and be like, meh. So think of something you've done in school, internship, job, whatever it is, that was complicated, complex, and was hard to solve. And then what you need to do, you need to be able to talk about all the details. You need to be able to talk about how long did it take? What was the biggest roadblock? What was the learning moment in there? What was the aha moment that allowed you to achieve success and actually solve the problem? These are the things you need to do. They're gonna ask you this question and they're not just gonna be okay with you giving a blanket statement answer. They're gonna want details. They might probe further and ask you, okay, what about this? What about this? What about this? What I want you to do is think about a complex, challenging issue you solved and then write down the story of it. Write down all the details. How long did it take? How difficult was it? What was the most challenging moment? What would you have done differently? What was the aha moment? Did you work with a team? Think about all the details because you need to be able to speak to not just what problem it was, but how you solved it. The last question that I know for a fact you will be asked if you're interviewing for an entry-level role or you're interviewing for an internship is they are going to ask you, why do you think you would be a good job based on past experience? And this is a great opportunity to discuss things that you've accomplished, things that make you a good fit from a technical and interest background perspective. But one of the things that you absolutely have to incorporate in your answer is you need to talk about collaborative problem solving. Talk about how there's alignment with your background, education, projects, experience, internships, things you've worked on, and talk about how you like solving hard to solve problems collaboratively, working in a team. That's got to be part of it. When you're talking about why do you think you were a good fit, based on past roles, talk about how in past roles you've worked to solve big problems, challenging problems, and you've done so collaboratively as part of a team. That is going to hit home because that's their mission. Do me a favor, don't just prepare by listening to me talk about these 3 questions. Go to their website, go to their About Us, to their mission page, and read through it. Reading through that should really inform you as to what you need to portray during your internship interview. When it comes to internships, you don't have a ton to differentiate on, right? Because you don't have a 20-year career, you don't have 20 years of experience. All you can do is differentiate yourselves as a culture fit with value alignment, as someone who is prepared, and then someone who is motivated and is the type of person they want to hire. Those type of people are people who are motivated, highly motivated to solve the big problems in the world and do it as a collaborative team. That's what you need to portray. If you can do those things, you'll probably do really well. Now, it's competitive. You may not get the job just because it is so competitive, but by doing these things, you stand to improve your chances significantly. Good luck in your next interview. You got this.